On October 1st, 2017, Stephen Paddock did an act of pure evil. He shot over 500 people, innocent people, at a concert for unknown reasons. And the world is asking why. And the news media is asking why. And they really don't have an answer. They say, well, we just need more rules, we need more regulations, we need more gun laws, we need more background checks, we need more of this or that. And they're really completely missing the problem. The problem is in the heart. Man is deceitfully wicked. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear that you're a good person, I'm a good person, everyone's a good person, and just every once in a while a bad apple gets in there and he does something that's just completely against his human nature. No, the bad apple is inside each and every one of us. Each and every one of us has a heart problem, and the only one who can change that heart problem is Jesus. On top of that, every other worldview has trouble describing what happened. The Christian is able to consistently and coherently explain what happened. I'm able to say what happened was an act of pure evil, and it breaks my heart, and I'm really sad it happened. An atheist cannot say that, not if they're going to be consistent with their worldview. An atheist would say, yeah, that was a really bad thing. You say, well, how can you decide that was a really bad thing? I thought that was just one randomly mutated bag of biology, taking some more biology and shooting it at more random biology that will return back to biology when it's all said and done. That doesn't make anybody feel good, and it sounds ridiculous. But that's if you're going to be consistent with your worldview and you say God does not exist and atheism is true and we've all just evolved, randomly mutated over billions of years and we're all just bags of biology, how can you say that what happened was wrong? But we all know it was wrong. We all know it deep down because in Romans it tells us that God has written it on our hearts to know good from evil. So this was an evil thing. Everyone knows that. But they've decided to believe that God doesn't exist. So now they believe that God doesn't exist, and then something tragic happens, and they don't know what to do with these two things. So they become inconsistent with their worldview. They say, yes, we're randomly mutated biological bags of whatever, but this was evil. If there's not a standard for love, which is God, He's a God who loves us, and He's a God who cares for us. If there's not a standard, which is love, which He's placed in each one of us, which we're made in His image and we reflect some of that goodness. If there's not a standard for that, then how can we say something is good or something is bad? All we can say is that something happened. Does that really help us feel better after all the tragedies that have happened in the world? I don't think so. The Eastern worldview doesn't do any better with it. They say it's just an illusion. Hindu or Buddhist would say, well, it's just the illusion of evil. It didn't actually happen. Is that really what you believe, that this is all an illusion, or did somebody actually do an act of pure evil? There's only one worldview that consistently and coherently allows us to understand the world around us, and it's the worldview that we find in the Bible and in Jesus. And it's just one more reason that we should believe in Jesus for our hope and our salvation. He is God. He's on the throne. He mourns for those who mourn, and He weeps for those who weep, just like He asks us to do, which is what we are doing right now as a church. We're praying, we're mourning, we're weeping, and we pray for those that have lost people in Las Vegas, those that have lost people in the fires, and we know that the only hope is Jesus.